They always say narcissists crave control, but what they never tell you is just how terrified they are of losing it, especially to a woman who has finally realized her own power. This story isn't just about heartbreak, it's about transformation. It's about the day you stopped being afraid of losing him, and he started being afraid of you. Because when a strong woman rises, a narcissist's worst fear becomes reality. He can no longer manipulate the one who now sees through him. This is your story, and this is why narcissists fear strong women. In the beginning, he made you feel chosen, like he'd finally found his match, his other half, his queen. But let's be honest, it moved fast, too fast. He didn't fall for you because you were naive. He fell for you because you were radiant, capable, independent. Because deep down, narcissists are drawn to power. Why? Because if they can conquer strength, they feel invincible. If they can break what's unbreakable, they feel supreme. But it wasn't love, it was possession. You weren't his partner, you were his trophy at first. He needed your strength, not to admire it, but to drain it, to mimic it, to wear it like armor, while slowly dismantling you behind the scenes. And the worst part? He knew what he was doing. Every compliment, every touch, every look, it was calculated. Because deep inside, he feared the day you'd wake up and realize you were the prize, not him. Once he saw your strength, he had one mission: neutralize it, not all at once. No, narcissists are too strategic for that. First, he made you doubt yourself. A side comment here, a joke at your expense there. Then came the comparisons. You're too emotional. You always overthink. You're lucky I put up with you. Subtle, isn't it? But deadly. He couldn't stand your confidence, your voice, your boundaries, your ability to walk away. So he tried to rewire you, little by little, until the strong woman he once loved became a version of herself that even she didn't recognize. But here's the irony. The more he tried to break you, the more he revealed his own weakness. Because it takes strength to love someone freely. It takes courage to celebrate a woman's power, not crush it. And that, he never had. One day it clicks. Not all at once, but in 1,000 little realizations. This love hurts more than it heals. I'm apologizing for things I didn't do. I'm shrinking to keep the peace. And I don't even recognize myself anymore. That moment, that quiet awakening, is when a narcissist begins to panic. Because he knows. He knows when the illusion starts to crack. She stops reacting, stops explaining herself, stops chasing apologies that never come. And when a strong woman stops trying to be understood by someone committed to misunderstanding her, she becomes unstoppable. He never expected you to leave. He expected you to stay, to fight, to beg. But instead, you chose yourself. And in doing so, you became his worst fear. Narcissists don't miss you. They miss your energy, your support, your forgiveness. But what terrifies them is when you no longer need them. You stopped responding, stopped justifying, stopped letting them live rent-free in your mind. And that silence? It's deafening to someone who needs constant validation. Because now you're proof. Proof that they weren't the powerful one. Proof that healing doesn't require closure. Proof that life goes on. And what burns them the most? You didn't just survive. You flourished. Here's the truth most narcissists never admit. They don't fear being alone. They fear being forgotten. They don't fear your anger. They fear your indifference. They don't fear your strength when it's given to them. They fear your strength when it no longer needs them. Because strong women don't need saving. They save themselves. They learn. They rise. They forgive. Not for him, but for themselves. They don't pretend it didn't hurt, but they refuse to let it define them. A strong woman doesn't seek revenge. She seeks peace. And that's power a narcissist can never steal. To every woman who's been told she was too much, too loud, too sensitive, too independent, too powerful, you were never too much. You were simply too real for someone who feeds off illusion. You are not bitter, you are better. Not because of the pain, but in spite of it. You are the storm he never saw coming. The calm after the chaos. The peace he can't disturb. So walk forward, not with shame, but with pride. You didn't just survive a narcissist, you reclaimed your story. You remembered your name. You came home. To you. If this spoke to your soul, drop a comment below. Tell me, what part of this hit the hardest for you? Your voice matters, and your story deserves to be heard. Like this video if you're reclaiming your power, subscribe if you're ready to heal loudly, unapologetically, and on your own terms, and share this with another strong woman who needs this reminder today. This channel is your space to rise, rebuild, and remember who you are. You are not alone. You are not crazy. You are coming back to life. Let's heal together. Thanks for watching.